Hey there viewers, this is Shannara with the Delta Elites channel, and I'm bringing you another episode walkthrough. We're currently in the Delta Quadrant at the Kobali front, and the episode is the Temple of My People. To start it off, of course, visit General Cunell. Then you head on over to Captain Harry Kim, who's going to send you on a mission to input some trace signals on some Vaadwaur communications arrays. You need to do this on 3 of them. They're kind of spread out throughout the war zone. And since I recorded this without any narration, I'm going to go ahead and fast forward a bit so I can cut it down from the 15-minute to a short amount of time. So you see the first one is right up to the left. And what I recommend you do is take out most of your Vaadwaur that you can, well, all the Vaadwaur you can around surrounding the tower, because what will happen if you don't is it will actually make it very hard. See, if you try to place a trace on the comm array like I'm doing right now, and you get shot from any direction, it interrupts the trace that you're placing on it, and you got to start over. And the big thing about this episode too is, you know, it, like I said, it takes place deep within the actual areas in the war zone. So if you die, you gotta kind of respawn back at the Henshan in the area, and you have to start all over. So that's not fun. Give you an example of that actually, because I'm pretty sure I did notice I had on this mission I accidentally had taken my space bridge officers instead of my ground crew. Not sure how that really happened. I usually have that preset on all my characters, but regardless, in this situation right here, I do what I'm supposed to be doing, but some guys snuck up behind me. You know, I sniped them off and had to start all over, so that does suck. Now, if you're quick and you kind of go back in, hopefully whatever spawns you had killed, they will still be gone. But yeah, starting back over and doing it again, and in this situation specifically, I've done it a few times. It gets frustrating. So yeah, take your time. Move your way in carefully, like you would a war zone, and take characters out. Use any defenses you might have to help use as your shields and such. One more crowd here. Take them out before I do the tower. Speed it up again, because again, it's just right now killing. Head on over to the third one. Keep making your way through. Set yourself up with your bridge officers with some good weapons and good defense, and you should be alright. They're very handy to have on your side. And I would also recommend using some of your controls, like when you're running through, and if you do want to bypass squads that you see, and to keep your bridge officers from engaging and stuff, click on the little circle above them. Makes them follow you. Making sure, of course, to click on the X so they can execute their operations normally before you go into battle. Otherwise you're just standing around and looking at you not doing anything. But yeah, in every one of these areas, whenever you go in, nice, it always helps. By the way, teaming up on these are also great when you go down to this area. Having 5 characters with 10 bridge officers makes a big difference. Now once you've done the third, once you place the third trace, you're going to talk to your ship and then talk to Harry, and he's going to send you over to the temple to defend it. So head on over to the actual temple, and you're going to do a capture the flag kind of a thing, where you will actually, you know, hold a position until, see on the bottom right hand, there's a temple defense. You say, it looks like the person I'd been with already was already up here. That's why it started progressing before I showed up. But yep, it's effectively what it is. Hold your spot. Keep the Vaadwaur out of the square, which will progress your bar. When you hit 100%, you get your mission completion, and then you head into the temple. So we begin the submission, the Dragon's Teeth, which really is just shooting your way into the... So head on in, taking out the Vaadwaur. I'll go ahead and speed it up till we get to the final room real quick here, because again it's just battles against the Vaadwaur. Just working your way on back. And once you get to this final door, over here to the right of it, there's going to be a stabilize injured Kobali option. Do that. It'll bring him around enough that you can interact and speak to the injured scientist. And they'll give you information on how to open the door and get in. Use the codes to open the door. By the way, I apologize for having left that chat window open. Head to the center where there's a stasis pod. Give it a second. Harry will catch up with you and you can interact with him. Scan the stasis pod. Sorry. Send the data back to the ship. Speak with Captain Kim. Either option, you wind up with the same results. And that's the end of the episode. Temple of My People. Thank you for tuning in. Now, there's a cutscene here. I'm sorry, I'll let you see that first. There you go, folks. Shannara here with the Delta Elites channel. Thank you for tuning in. Look forward to seeing you with the next episode. See you online.